There we go, guys. That's the little painting. This is part 2 of how I paint mist. I've just finished the work. Carry on watching that little time lapse you started to watch just then, and then in about a minute you're going to go into some detailed studio chat of me painting and showing you how I painted all this. Hey, it's not just about painting mist now, it's about painting distant trees, reflections, rock faces, you name it. Anyway, I'll catch you on the other side. Enjoy the video. Right, okay guys, here we go. So, this is it. This is where we got to, mainly time lapse. Now I'm going to try and show you how I do it. But first of all, this was actually supposed to be about mist. What will we say? Mist so subtle, you can see through it. Very, very subtle mist. So I've got that mist that you saw in part 1. Now, this is scumbling now. This is a little bit, it's a tiny little bit of white paint, just titanium white at this stage. Titanium white, almost straight. I think there's hardly any liquid on there with and it's called, the fancy word is scumbling, whether that's fancy or not. But anyway, that's what it is. It's just putting a little tiny bit of dry paint onto your canvas and sort of scrubbing it in. And see, because there's already mist there, there's already some white there, it looks quite good. If there was no white there, it kind of doesn't look as good. I don't know, it's hard to explain. All I can tell you is it works better when you put some in initially, wet on wet. If you put some mist in there initially, when you first started, when you come back and put a little bit more in now, it looks much better than if you put nothing in there, if you were starting from scratch. You can do it, but I think it's a multi-layered. You just got to go little by little, subtle. Don't try and do too much at once. Just go little by little. Now, so this is scumbling, this is dry brush. The other way to do it is just with a glaze. Which a glaze is just, I'm sure you can imagine, is a thin wash of paint. So I just wanted to build up that little bit of interest in the back there, because I think that part of the painting was something that needed to be done. So if in doubt, mist it out. And there was a bit of doubt, to be honest. I'll be fair, there was a bit of doubt in that back area. You know, I think I need to lighten up that hill a little bit more. You know, I think I said it's a little. Now, the other thing to you, this would be cool to, and I've done this, I went and put some white paint over there to boost up the mist on that. But really, the journey through this painting is out to there. So I don't want to put a whole lot of interest up in this corner. I've gone and done it now, but anyway. We'll see. See how it all works out, you know, because it's great for artist license, the old mist. You just, you know, chuck a bit here and there. Anyway, that's how you make a little bit more mist on top of the mist you've already got. And, you know, we can also do this. Just blend it with the old finger. Now, if you can see that little bit there, that's what happens when you put white paint where there was no white paint. You get that That's the funny look that I was talking about. So what we do there is we just wipe that off. Just Command Z with the finger. Command Z. I've just got a Mac, you see, so I'm just changing from second-hand Mac. Don't worry, it was second-hand, guys. We're not made of money. Struggling artist. Okay, now I'm going to have to leave you there for a second. Leave you there. I'll quickly make the paint. Okay, orange, white, and grey. Is the same. I'll just be repeating myself. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to put a little bit more. Just going up into there. Now, it's plumbing. You don't want to overdo it. Well, I don't want to overdo it. Now, by the way, this is all bone dry underneath here. Just need a little bit of interest down in there. Not a lot, just a little bit of something. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. Maybe it needs to be green or bluey green, grey, bluey grey, green, whatever. Oh, jeepers. Anyway. It's interesting. This is how it does need some bluey grey green, which is going to be a tricky colour. Jeepers. It's going to be so grey. These distant greens are tricky to make because they're almost a little bit orange in the distant too. Depending on the light and the sky as well, of course. Anyway, like I say, I never spend too long in one place. I move around my canvas. I jump around. I'm just trying to make this look cool. Like I said, no, I didn't say, but I probably have said, I'm only painting the light parts. I'm leaving the shadows. The dark, my initial dark, my initial block in, becomes my shadows. That's the key. The absolute key to doing this is less is more. It's never been more important than when you're trying to paint distant, native, or bush trees. You've got to, you can't overdo it. So now I'm just fishing around in these, in that gradient. I don't know whether you can see that. The green gradient I made, it comes in really handy with the grey. And I just jump from here to there. When I'm making these up, I'm just making these colours up. And it's important. You get a variety of different sort of greens in there. Because that's transition. There's a transition from there to there, and then from there to there, and it's the in between. You imagine a bit of light coming through, like I say, we're making it. Now I've got to do this side. This is a tricky angle to paint on, guys. This is all for you. I don't know whether you can actually see. I'm painting on this weird angle. This is also, you can see it. See what's happening. Putting myself out. But I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to painting on this on a weird angle. Now you can put a bit of that green into that mist. See that? And because I just put that white in there, so that's wet white. So I can sort of lose it in there a little bit. I might say that might not have worked as good as I imagined. Anyway, just a bit of white in there. If in doubt, mist it out. Okay. Now, okay, we're getting somewhere. Hear the dabbing. Well, I'm probably going to fast forward there. Anyway, that's how we do it. Now I'm quite determined to put, yep, got it. A little bit of suggestion of trees and bush in the distance down there. I just want to do that, and I've successfully managed to do that. Then I'm going to add that to the reflection. Okay, right, it's coming along. Now there's an area, I'm looking through the camera and looking at what you're looking at up in here. There's a part up here I didn't like either. There's a part up in there I was going to darken back up, that's right. See that? Back with the dark. God, you could just go on forever. But anyway, we won't. we won't go on forever. Unsubscribe, I just saw them now, unsubscribe. Everyone just... but if you are enjoying the video, remember to subscribe to my channel because it'll inspire me to do some more. Once again, I've said it before, if you think I'm just wasting my time, just let me know. It's a bit harsh really. Don't. But do subscribe if you think, if you're getting some benefit out of these videos, or you're seeing potential. If you've watched a couple and you're seeing this one and you go, oh, he's getting better, give me a thumbs up and tell your friends, potentially, if you subscribe, he's probably going to get better. He's shown some signs of improvement in video making. Anyway, there's a little bit of that canvas coming through, the initial colour, that ochre that I paint that canvas, and when that happens, man, I like that. I do like that. So same deal, whenever I put that reflection, just like, there's more than one way to do this, but you just put it on and then you just drag it down with a dry brush, and there's more than one way, but for what we're doing right now, that works. And now I'm just going to, it's a surprise. Now this is real tricky because I'm sort of coming in here, see? Don't know whether you can see how I'm coming in here, but anyway, Now a bit of artist license, well, like a heck of a lot of artist license really, going in now. Don't know how you feel about that. Anyway, I've moseyed around. I've done a bit of walking and a bit of time on the lakes down in this part of the world. So there's a ton of variety. On the lake edge. Grass is growing, and then there's stones and rocks and fallen trees, and you probably can't go too wrong. I love the palette knife. This is okay. Right guys, I'm going to change these cameras around and come in and just finish this off. Oh, actually, what I did want to show, now that mark that I'm making with that brush, hey guys, that brush that I'm using when I'm painting that distant bush is one of these, it's a short filbert. It's a hog bristled filbert, stumpy one, and I'm going to show you the mark that I'm making is just, hopefully you can see that, just that mark there. Okay, you see the bristles, because they go shorter the longer this way as well as obviously this way, the bristles create that, the end of the bristles create that look that if you use a lot of imagination, you can start to see trees. That's how I do it. I've given you all my secrets. Hey guys, I just had to change positions there to get in here and actually finish this painting, so I could actually get in there myself. So sometimes when I'm just dragging in these shorelines, I just drag my palette knife across there with a bit of paint on and see how it looks. And that's how I start. Sometimes that's all it takes. Slightly, obviously the tide's not out because it's not a tidal area. I can't play that one. But anyway. Now this bit here looks a bit too thick. But anyway, I'm just going to keep on doing this. And this is a lot of artist license what I'm doing. As much as I like the reflection, I think it needed to be broken. Hey guys, hey, so that's it for today actually, because I don't know if you noticed, this is what happened. And, oh no! Yeah, that's what happened. So the camera was slowly dropping on the tripod as that last clip went on, and by the end of it, it was just recording the floor. So yeah, I don't know, such an amateur. Anyway, hey, that's it, I'll take you in. I just finished off in there. Anyway, I'll flash a picture up on screen, but I was just finishing off this last little bit of foreground in there with a stick and bits and pieces. Anyway, we'll do that in another video at another time again anyway. If you did like the video, remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll bring in some more of this stuff. This week I'm going to go plein air painting, and hopefully next week I'll bring you some plein air painting from out in the New Zealand wilderness. Cheers guys.